Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Let's chuck some VIP your way. Ah, there we go. Oh my. Damn. Damn, do you guys want to see this? This is done by Hardkill here on Twitch. This is done in Bubbles done in Anathema, right? Hey, thank you so much. Kindly. Thank you so much. It's very nice. Thank you. Oh man, I gotta see that again. Kind of want this on a loop now. That's really cool. I'm just gonna too cool, man. Too cool. That is so good. That is so good. I wonder, like, did you do this with a canvas object? Because I wonder if it would be possible. Well, it is possible. Could do this as a layer with text on top, because we have the set index set stack, right? Man, that is really cool. That is really cool. If you don't mind, I might copy that idea and actually do that for my countdown timer, right? Yeah, do what you are. Actually, you're gonna keep working on it? I'm not gonna steal your idea then. You're gonna keep working on it? Go for it. That's so cool. Oh, I don't think I would be able to do anything. That looked way too cool. I was just thinking about doing some block text over it for a countdown, but yeah, I can't compete with that, man. That's way too cool. Way too cool. Let's pop out this chat. Not that anyone ever watches over there, but you know, we're gonna have it anyway. All right, we were in the midst of doing this thing, right? I am very silly, and that's just how it is. That really is. You did, Dawson. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, but not the usual Miller wrote. The other guy. The guy who writes his name like that. Hello, Enrico. How are you doing? Did you see that, Enrico? Did you see the bubbles? Check this out, Enrico. How cool is that? I like that don't move in a straight line up as well. Did you randomize the angle? That's so cool. Right, we are going to do this. Let's see if this is gonna fly. Oh, so it goes straight up. Oh, that's even better then. Okay, that might be it. Oh, you're printing a Daxel. Yeah. Ah, that's cool, man. All right, let's go and populate. It's not too bad. It's not going to be implemented by anyone but me anyway. Yeah, I'm vibing with the music. I just eaten lots of food as well, so I got plenty of energy to go around. Okay, let's go up to where we actually create this thing. There we go. No. There's no associated events in there, is there? There is. Then we should not have them in here. Ah, I made a mistake. Oops. All right then. Right, let's see. Get rid of all these associated events, and we're almost there. Wait, is it going in the context? No, hang on. It can go in the component context. Yeah. Right, this guy doesn't need it. This guy doesn't need that. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Last change. Two errors left. One error left. Hey, it compiles. Cargo plus nightly, not knifely. FMT. Snowman there. Whew, okay. There is nothing in this glass. I'm drinking nothing. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do with this thing now? We are going to the events. Okay, this is much shorter. This is certainly an improvement. All right, and then we're looking for panic. Okay, nothing in terms of events. Let's go and look inside the component for some panic here then, right? Okay, this is fine. You know what? Why don't we just run some code? Yep, that works. Okay, well, so we have done our first part of the refactor. So we got rid of a lot of code. A lot of excessive code that did not need to be there. Did not need to be there. So let's go to, whoops, that event. And from here, what do we do? Yeah, so now these are a lot shorter, and also there's a performance improvement as a result of this thing. And now maybe we can do that. Finally do the thing that I was supposed to do, right? Oh, there's a lot of stuff going in here. Like a lot of stuff. All this stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Anyway, so the event handler is going to have a global event handler attached to it eventually. So we know where things are going. Question is, how do we get to where things are going first? The first part that we have to do. Yes, so... wait. It was there at the tip of my brain. Where did you go, brain? Where did you go? I wish I could just not. Down the drain. The brain is down the drain. I'm drawing a complete blank. I don't remember what I'm doing. Tab index. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Tab index. Global events. Here we go. Okay, now these are significantly shorter. But I do feel like all this code could be done away with. Could it not? I don't really want to do macros. I wonder if we can do something like a... Maybe we can put some kind of trait in here, okay? Where are we now? We're in events. Let's go up to the root. Let's make a new one. tree.rs. And then we're going to go to... that's event. That is lab. Okay, mod tree. Pub trait. No. Yes, maybe. Create trait. Well... Ooh, I didn't want to do that, did I? Okay, wait. Why are you compiling? Whew. Okay, there we go, right? And what are these components? Lifetime. That's awkward to type on this keyboard. Lifetimes is probably the worst thing to type on this here keyboard. All right. Now, what are we going to do in terms of that? Wow, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? Okay, let's have a look inside our events for components. That's what you are. Okay, easy enough. Okay, we need the next previous thing here. But more importantly, what is this get function taking? It takes an index. Okay, cool. That's self. Okay, we need some attribute storage here. What else do we need? And what does that look like? It looks like that. Ha! Oops. Yes. Probably A, right? Hello, Bert Nix. How you doing? Oh, we need states too. That's all right. That's not so bad, innit? Probably. Yeah. All right. Much better. Much better. And then magic. There we go. Oh, man. Associated events too. Not just for me, but also for you. Associated events is what we need. Okay, almost. Ooh, we need a context too, right? Context. This does not have to be mutable, but we're going to pass it in nonetheless. Oh, no. Lifetimes. Why? All right, you know what we need? We need some lifetimes here. We need this here lifetime. And then we need to change this to this here lifetime. Do we not? Yes. But that doesn't coincide with what the rest of the stuff says, though, does it? Specifically self here. Which is why I think this might be difficult. British Telecom, not in here. No. There we go. Okay, so now we can do the thing. Of course, we want to not always call this. Instead, we need to yeah, this is like the original. It's like 3 years old since I started this idea, and it's very different, and you should not use it. This is the official guide to Anathema. So this is relevant. Now we just need the letter F. Why do we need the letter F, you ask? No one asked. We'll add the letter F and explain it shortly. Because this is gonna let us do this. So we need F to have state, elements, context, and component context. So let's introduce everybody's favorite, the where clause. Not to be confused with a werewolf, where F is an F and mute. And what do we need for this thing? We need an option dine any state. Ooh, okay. Option dine. Is it mutable? Any state. Of course, we need access to the state. Okay, what else do we need? We need elements. Okay. Although that should probably have a lifetime, I'd imagine. No, we can't see that there because Rust Analyzer is not telling us about this, but I'm pretty sure that we need a lifetime here, right? Theo, how you doing? Are you done already? How was the stream? Sorry, I didn't get a chance to watch much of it. I went upstairs, made some food, ate food, and back to this again. How did it go? Good? Nice, nice. Welcome, Raiders. I am Togglebit here on Twitch. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, we need a context. We need a... what kind of context do we need? We need a untyped context. Ooh, well, I guess we do. So when you do, you do, right? Untyped context. Do you have a lifetime? Yeah, you do. Okay, component context. I just had scrambled eggs, the same as yesterday. I had 5 scrambled eggs on rice cakes, like some kind of healthy person, right? Like some kind of health person. Like some kind of a person who doesn't want to die when they're 60. Okay, no... 2 lifetimes. Okay, can we cheat, Rust? And just chuck this in there? Which one of these buttons makes me... Which one of these buttons makes me young and handsome again, right? Okay, so instead of doing this, we're gonna do f component dot dyn component. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I prescribe to the Gordon Ramsay school of cooking eggs. So I cook the eggs while I yell at myself at how bad it is and I cry into the eggs. Now do let's see, what is this dyn component? We need this thing in there as well, right? I cook my eggs while I'm constantly stirring them, and I add a little bit of, depending on what I'm doing, either cottage cheese if I'm chasing protein, or a little bit of butter, or nothing. It depends entirely on what I need, right? On a good day, we have a little bit of Parmigiano and a little bit of butter in there. And it's so good. It's so bad for you, but so good. It is really good. Like, when you've had those like creamy scrambled eggs instead of like the hard lumps, if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. You know how I can compare them to hard lumps. If you've done like lumpy eggs and you've done like creamy eggs, it's a world difference, right? It's so good. Add a bit of little bit of smoked paprika sometimes. You gotta vary it up, right? Because I eat a lot of eggs, right? I eat a lot of eggs. So no. State, yes, state and element and context and component. Component context. Like so. Eep. I have failed. I know, right? Do you beat them first? No. I just whisk them with a spatula in a saucepan. Saucepan, eggs, about 5 of them. Start stirring, never stop until you're ready to eat. On and off the pan though. If it starts to lump up too fast and look dry, then you have too high heat. Just look up Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs. You will not be disappointed. Or maybe you will, I don't know, right? Wait, this isn't an option of an any state. This is a box dyn any component. That's the first thing we need. Can we just chuck that here? Box. But I don't want a box dyn any component. It doesn't fill me with happiness. I want probably a mutable reference to that instead. Like that. That looks, good. Just like the eggs. Yeah, I'm full on silly. Okay, it's just it's the food and the everything. All right, you take a bit of a break, you get your batteries recharged, and it's just gonna be an all around good time, right? Fiddlesticks, what are you talking about? All right, do we have to dereference that? No. Yes, maybe. I don't know. There we go. Right, Gaindle. Just a light shout, though. You're like, and if they're not getting cooked by that, you're doing it wrong. All right, let's do a game duel, but not a classic one because we've done that this morning already. And I did know it. I did know today's game duel. We're gonna do unlimited. We're just gonna play one. Once this thing stops messing around. Punch out. No. Double dragon. Yeah, double dragon. I am wrong. Streets of Rage? No, this doesn't feel like Streets of Rage to me. Can it be Streets of Rage? No. This is definitely 80s, 90s. It is Locke. That's clearly the villain because of how they're dressed, right? It's not the original Street Fighter either. It was the original Street Fighter. But where's the big dude? In the original Street Fighter, there was like two dudes. I told you it was the 80s, man. And the stash. You're a little bit too late. Duke Nukem was about 93, 94, I think. Well, not the original Duke, right? Not the original. It's Duke Nukem 3D. So, yeah, it could be. Could have been the original one. But there's the big dude. All right, if we look at Street Fighter 1. No, I am thinking about something else. What was, I thought there was, no. There was another fighting game that was, no, Dead or Alive was something completely different. This is roughly around the same time. It was a beat 'em up game, but it was in the same vein as like Double Dragon. It was the same vein as Double Dragon, so, and Streets of Rage and these kind of games, right? There was like two dudes, one big and one not quite as big. And oh man, what was that? Let's do this. 80s. Beat them. No, Mortal Kombat was not a side-scrolling game. Mortal Kombat was like Street Fighter, where you're fighting in an arena. I'm talking about like a side-scrolling game, like Double Dragon and Golden Axe and these things, right? 80s beat 'em up. Beat 'em up games. Let's have a look. What do we get? Not bad, dudes. Ye are Kung Fu, right? I was kind of hoping to see. This is totally an arcade game, right? No, not Vendetta. Not any of these. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs? I haven't even heard of that one. AVP? Nah. No, it's not Street Fighter. Not Streets of Rage, but that was actually one of my guesses. Streets of Rage, you had the white dude, black dude, and the girl. And one of them fired a missile that would just wipe the entire screen. Is what I would like fire and stuff. That's all I remember. This looks like Double Dragon. Or is this could be Streets of Rage? Man, I don't remember. Golden Axe, Turtles. That dude. It's that dude, right? Look at this. Do you guys recognize this guy? He's in it. He's the big dude. It's him and another one. Battletoads is notoriously known for not being well emulated. It's this dude. What was his name? Something with the letter H. Ah, that's cheating. Yeah, bottom. Wait, you recognize bottom? That's an arcade cabinet. Not. I don't think it's Fatal Fury. That's Turtles, right? Turtles, Golden Axe. This dude is from the game where you become a werewolf. You gather these orbs, and there's like a dude going, "Welcome to your doom." Oh. Right at the end of it, Altered Beast. Altered Beast. That's the one, right? His name is like Haggard or something like that, right? Final Fight. It could be Final Fight. Beat 'em up. Final Fight. Oh, that dude was then from Final Fight. Yeah, it is Final Fight. Good, Huck. Yeah, see, this is a lot more satisfying than clicking on the video, right? Ah, nice. Yes, you had the big dude and the not so big dude. And it was one of those beats 'em up. Hey, his name was Hagar, right? Hagar, something with age. But call it a game. How do you know all these random ass games? Because I'm freaking old, man. I've been around. I played these games in the 80s, maybe. Okay, maybe not that old, but 90s, okay? Oh, wonderful. All right, so now we should be able to call thing instead of doing this whole, well, thing. So we do tree.thing. Oops. All right, we need components, attribute storage, states, ASOC events. The index is gonna be, oh yes, widget ID. Oh, hang on. I thought you wanted an index. All right, that's going to cause grief. And then the context. And then finally... Oh, yeah, this is going to be a bit weird, isn't it? Component attribute storage. Oh, any state. We need to get the state first. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? No, hang on. State or states? Can't do that. I finished my drink already. Okay, so with value mute. And what do you take? A value ID. Okay, well then why don't we change this to a widget ID instead of an index? Wait, this makes no sense. That's a key. Yeah, that's for the component. Yes, yes, that's for the component. Wait, where does that come from? With value mute. Oh, right. So we're just going to operate on the current component. That doesn't seem right to me. There's 5 values in there. Very. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do the smart thing here. We're going to get component current. That's what we're supposed to pass in here. But this thing can just do with the state ID. So the first thing we should actually pass in is components.current, right? But I don't see the reason to even pass that in because we can do this thing inside there. Okay, so we get rid of some of this stuff, like the index. Then we can get rid of this thing too. Oh, explicit lifetime required in the type of context. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that these things actually requires blueprint lifetimes for some of these things, right? Probably this one as well. Now, these are all runtime lifetimes, so we kind of don't really care. Really? The tree attribute storage both needed, but the rest? I don't think the rest needed. Untyped context doesn't need it. Associated events don't need it. States don't need it. Components don't need it. Context. Yeah, but it should be a different one. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just slap another lifetime on here, shall we? Oh, we could just put it in here. Don't need to do anything else. RT, short for runtime, for anyone who cared. Wondering what is an RT in BP's blueprint. Oh, fiddlesticks, that's the tree. Alright, you know, you do not get a lifetime there. Alright, let's rewrite this thing. Yeah, we just have to change these out now. Do not match trade declaration. Oh yeah, right. Wait, not right. They do match. They do so very much. Very much match. Yes, yes you do. Alright, we're just gonna get rid of... Oh, right, it's the where clause. The where clause. Man, this is pretty noisy. Alright, this is pretty noisy. Greetings again, cat peasant. How are you doing? How do you do? Add explicit lifetime to untyped context. Really? But it's not using the blueprint. And this element is the tree, so that's a different one. This, to me, seems nonsensical. I just did that, you muppet. No, I'm not on board with this. I think you're telling a fib now. We're gonna undo that. We are gonna undo that and shocking. Whoops. How did that happen? That's some shocking developments right there. Ooh, on the context? No, we're not doing that. Okay, you know what? Fine. You get another lifetime for the runtime here then. Right, so the thing gets the runtime for the untyped context. Yeah. No. No. That is not right. That is some very bad lifetimes right there. That should not be the case. Go back to a time when you were compiling. Here we go. I don't love this anyway, so we'll see what happens now. Ah, my necksticle is sore. Sore-stickle. I can't believe I pulled my back. Lifting things. What kind of people do that? I'm setting you up. I've queued you up. Go on, let's hear it. I pulled my back. What kind of people do that? And you say, alright, we're just going to leave that one there. Yay, there it is. Thank you. Boomers. Oh, I guess in your world they're the same. You do win. You win. Hasklers. That could have been alright. Could have been alright. A bit late to the party, but there we are. How you doing today, Boo Love? Can you guys believe it? They didn't get back to me. Apparently, they're not interested in sponsoring me to not eat. I mean, I guess it's for the better because I don't want to eat sweets. And I would feel like I have to. I contacted the Danish chocolate licorice company and asked who to talk to about a sponsorship if they want to sponsor my stream. All right, they did not seem interested, but we'll show them when we make it big in this world. We'll be like, Bulov, never heard of them. That must be some kind of Haskell language, like. Okay, so this isn't super compact anyway, is it? I guess we could compress this even more. A T sponsor would have been pretty good, but again, I can't promote something I don't believe in, so it'd have to be decent tea, right? It can't be some kind of bullshit Lipton tea with flavor of donkey husk. All right. Yorkshire tea. I don't like Yorkshire tea. I don't like Yorkshire Gold. I don't like PG Tips, and I don't like Typhoon. A blockchain tea. There you go. Right. The steep is for life. So the thing is not that I don't like Yorkshire or Yorkshire Gold or any permutation of Yorkshire tea. It's just not a tea that I'm impressed with. It's not like, you know, what about Yorkshire pudding? Yeah, Yorkshire pudding is fine, but it's not tea. But then the question becomes, are we talking like Yorkshire pudding with Sunday roast? Or are we talking toad in the hole here? Right? Well, it's like I can take it or leave it, Dawson. I don't. Yerba mate just tastes like green sludge to me, right? How would that taste? Nice, RJ. Nah, I don't think Yorkshire tea is that great. I mean, like I said, Yorkshire tea or PG Tips, these are just your average tea, right? I mean, we're not talking Fortnum and Mason here, okay? But there are nicer things in there. Puka teas, tea pigs, these are all feel like they're one step above, right? What are my tea choices? You drank a lot of PG Tips in your life? Chicken root? I don't know. But I had plenty of PG Tips as well. Like when you work somewhere, you're gonna find either PG Tips or what's the blue one? Tetley's, right? In most offices, you'll find PG Tips or Tetley's, right? And it's fine, but it's not like a specialty where you sit down and be like, oh, you know what? I really want a cup of PG Tips right now. PG Tips is like the vanilla of tea, right? Like you can't get a more mainstream bland tea than PG Tips, right? Well, bland isn't the right word for it, but it's all right. Snow Pure, no. But again, like I don't drink posh tea either. I bought a few boxes of posh tea in my life, and then I enjoy them, but I'm very, very simple when it comes down to it. I'm just Earl Grey or for iced tea, I prefer something different maybe, but like a standard Earl Grey is pretty decent though, right? I can drink Twinings Earl Grey. It's all good. I just don't. Lipton is not my favorite thing, right? Lipton, I feel like they are. They're the Red Bull of tea, right? Man, what a conversation we ended up in, right? What a nice. I used to send my family tea. Like I used to buy them nice tea now and then instead. But I don't. Right these days, I have a couple of cans from various nice places that people have gifted to me, but I wouldn't buy them myself, right? It's too expensive to buy posh tea as well, right? You go to these various places and like a box of tea is like £2,000, and it's made entirely of gold and sausages, right? I mean, I don't know where you buy your tea. I buy mine at the Golden Butcher. Okay, so this is not working. What about elements? This one's the tree, and that lifetime should be associated with south, though. So it's a little bit awkward, but we're gonna chuck the tree in here as well. And then this gets the tree lifetime. Yeah. Now this thing's gonna cry in my general direction because reasons. But let's just well, okay, hang on, I grabbed a little bit too much. Thing. There we go. Get the wear clause going, and yasta. Alright, now this thing is probably still not super happy, but this is too noisy though, right? Oh, you fool. Yeah. Then we would have to... I don't think we can have that lifetime on self here either. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. See, I can kind of get that, Scott, if you have something like a like a fruity Lipton, like one of those fruit teas. I can see that working. I don't think you're gonna get like your bog standard black tea Lipton done into iced tea, I'm guessing, right? Arbitrary, but okay. What's the this function is too large anyway. I don't this thing is not making it any smaller. We kind of would have to build it up into its own thing and then call it with that, wouldn't we? So in it really, we should have something like this and then some other whatever type that is. But this is so noisy. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. Not the gusta. Back to events we go. So the goal here is to remove some gunk. Yeah, for that, if I'm gonna make an iced tea, like the iced tea that I make, I don't even know what this thing is, right? Oh, you can't see it. It's some kind of nondescript tea bag. But I just chuck them in cold water and that's it. I don't even put the honey in there anymore. So I don't know. I mean, I've had things like Lipton's iced tea. They make their own iced tea, right? And Nestle makes their own iced tea. And these teas are way too sweet for me, right? They are like diabetes, all right? But yeah. It's the thing you grow up with as well, isn't it? Like some people are so used to it and it kind of makes sense, right? How can we get this thing to behave? Yeah, and there's not a lot of tea flavor to it, right? But you know. Okay, so component current. We're calling this. Really, if we could pack all this together into one struct, then we'd be kind of good, right? All of these take the same argument. Ish. So we just want to shrink this stuff. But we need so many things from this. Maybe we could do this here. Where's the widget in this case? It's there. So we get a component out. Isn't it about affordability? And so there are so many factors in there, right? Because it's everything from like high availability to think there was this, and again, this was like Will Tennyson, right? So I don't know how much whatever goes in there, but he went to like supermarkets in dodgy areas and they were like no fresh produce in there. It was just tin food and crisps, right? And when that's what you have, you kind of then that's what you're gonna buy, right? if all you get is like, I think like cereal is a big issue. But honestly, I don't know, right? People like to blame these things on so many things. Some people say it's people doing people things. Some people say that it's availability. Some people say the cost of food has gone down. Some people say that the bad food is cheap, and the good food that's good for you is expensive, and there's a lot of poverty. And I honestly don't know what it is, because I haven't seen any research on anything like that, right? Yeah. Now this was like I mean, I could just dump the video in the chat if you guys want to see. Tennyson supermarket. A bunch of hoopla. I mean, it's this dude. He got mad. What a nerd. Bad YouTubers do weird shit. Although I probably would do weird shit too if I had his amount of following. Okay, we're gonna just go here. I know you couldn't go there. We're just gonna have to find that video. Man, the amount of weird shit people do with the thumbnails. I'm just trying to find a video to share this. So much bullshit. So much crap. And that dude who claims to do like 20,000 push-ups every day and sleep for 3 hours or whatever it was, man. Now I can't even find it. Who knew it was going to be this hard to find a random video? All right, well, you can probably find it in here somewhere, right? Something about Will Tennyson, poor area, food. There you go. That's it. My search food is pretty amazing. All right. So this is like, he walks around, he goes into like a supermarket in here somewhere, and there's nothing in there. The meat counter or the veggie counter is basically a little shelf in the corner somewhere, and there's no fresh produce or anything like that, right? I have not. All of them. But I think this video kind of speaks to what you're saying here, though, right? It doesn't seem like they have farmers markets in that place, but I don't know, right? That's cool, man. There's like every remote town in Australia. Yeah, but in Australia, you have fresh spider in every store, right? Okay. Now, the thing is, I've lived in various countries, and all countries have supermarkets full of junk food. Let's not pretend otherwise. It's not like you go into a supermarket in Europe, right? And you're not going to see wall to wall with crisps and artificial sweeteners and shit, right? That's racist. Okay, only in Adelaide then. But yeah, I don't know, man. The only place I lived in where I wasn't surrounded by junk food was in Spain, because there's so many greengrocers, right? You go into, let me show you what a market looks like. where I used to live, it looks like this. And there are snacks in here somewhere, but most of this is fruit and vegetables and meat and cheese. It's what you get. There isn't one, like a whole line of just snacks, right? This is a really nice place, by the way. If you're ever in Valencia, I recommend going here. It's really nice. It's a really cool market. No, there's definitely supermarkets. I don't live there anymore. No, the jokes, man. Yeah, no. So, and fish, right? And lots of fish as well. Huh? All right, hang on, space. Let me have a look. No, that doesn't seem right. Space Nerd, are you here? You never go? Shame. No. Okay, hang on. No. Top left should be 0, 0. Hang on, let me just... Right. No, Space Nerds seem to be having some interesting results from doing something, and asked if why is top left, why is 1 1 in the top right corner, but it's not in the top right corner, so I think something else is wrong, right? Okay. How do we make this smaller? Oh, right. Okay, so if you're literally using top left, okay, I didn't actually see the code. Hang on. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that not in the documentation, though? We're gonna check the position documentation for this. Position. Position the right side element with offset of the given value. Okay, so we should probably specify that this thing will position it and in... So, yeah, this is why. How do I explain this? If you position it in the top right corner using top right 1 1, it should position this thing... I said 0 0 1 1, right? It should position this thing so that the last character touches that. That is wrong. Okay, hang on. I'm fixing my thing there. There we go. Oh, man. This is intuitive. I'd like to think so. So you don't have to offset with the size of your element, right? Okay. So how do we shrink this thing down to something more manageable? Because we want to be able to run this in some kind of a loop, right? And that's why I was thinking that maybe we can do this with an event, but we might have to just put together a context, a context of context, right? Hello, already. How you doing? Okay. Let's do the tab thing. Come on, let's just solve that one first. We can prettify this later. Cargo C. We don't need a viewport there. No, that's true. So we can get rid of the viewport here. Let's just get rid of the tree module. Okay, events 8. We don't need a emitter. Okay, I kind of wanted to see that, but all right. And strings. Okay, fine. We clean that up. We clean that up. Let's just get to the blooming tab thing so we can do global event handling. What a malarkey just to get there. All right, what a malarkey. And then we can do away with this because there's so much of this code that is repeated, right? Maybe, I mean, it would be lazy, but we could just slap it in the macro kind of thing. Actually, we couldn't really, but let's not worry about it. Okay, so if it's not a mouse event, it's going to be in the global. Handle tabbing between components, yeah. What's a global event handler even gonna look like as well? Like, what do we expose in there? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And we just return an option or an event from there. So to consume an event, we just return none, right? Easy enough. So that means that in our library, okay, I shouldn't be doing this now, but where we do, let's get rid of the tree thing now. I don't love that. Source tree, not for me. Tree with too many. All right, too many trees. So there's a global event in here somewhere. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so global. Yeah, you see how much like repeated code there is, and when you have this much code duplication, you don't even know what it is. You just know that it's wrong to have all of this stuff. The only thing that differs are these things, right? That's the only thing that differs between these. So we kind of have to do this in a loop now. Which is gonna be gross and strange. Right, so that should just be an index now. No, it isn't. Fine. Tab index. I bet we don't have access to that. Wait, no function, eh? So what this means is that we cannot come back around to this point again. So if the index is equal to, well, we're going to do all of this stuff. And at the end of this thing, if the index is equal to components dot tab index, right? Then we have to break. Good grief. Come on, darling. Don't be so bloody difficult. All right. Okay, enough creepy uncle vibes. So once we've done this thing, we're going to get the current tab index, and that might not be the correct tab index. There might be nothing here. So to find the previous tab, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this? We need to cycle through the tabs. And we can't do... All right, so here we need to do a wrapping add of this thing. Right, so we can come back around again. When I come around. All right, so then we're gonna grab the previous one. This isn't gonna work. This is gonna be the current one. And as if things weren't complicated as they are already. We also need to do things like get the current component when we start all this up. I listened to their album not too long ago, one of the earlier one with Basket Case. And it was not as good as I remembered it. As I remember listening to that at some point, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And then I listened to it more recently. I was like, yeah, maybe it wasn't that good. Yeah, that probably is the one, right? I would have expected to see the first album. There you go. Yeah, that's the one. And not long after that, some year after that, we got The Offspring as well. Okay, so I'm just thinking, how am I messing this up now? How am I gonna mess this up now? Really? Well, I mean, I do feel like they go well together. Are you gonna watch it? You going? That's cool. I get a feeling like no one's listening to The Offspring anymore. I think they'll probably be quite cool. Okay, so we need to make sure that we get a component here. So let's solve this one first. You listening to boomer music, Caleb? Maybe you're secretly 50 years old then, mate. Are you gonna wear baggy pants and bring a skateboard as well? I'm 14 and this is deep. Or was it I'm 13 and this is deep? what do we do with this thing then? Huh? Aren't you gonna wear it like on the side though? The metal, yeah, it's all good, Caleb, man. That is good music. Can't fault that. Although I don't mind like 70s rock as well. Deep Purple has some pretty good songs. But then I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's see how we can swing this thing now. We have the current index, and that's what we're going to select, right? We're gonna skip doing this. Maybe. That's cool. Highway Star, man. Pictures of Home. Great songs. But this is one of those things where I really need to be in the mood to listen to it. If I'm not, then, you know. That's cool, Scott. So we're going to grab the index. So this is going to be wrong for the first run, but we're going to disregard that one. Let's set something up where we can test this now. Let's just do a main... You know, we're not going to do this. We're going to do cargo new tab index. And a vase. Ooh, really? All right. Let's make some components, shall we? Struct tab. You know what? I don't think we need to keep anything in there. Actually, we can have a state for the color, maybe. Why is that not transparent? I do think that should be transparent. Forgot how that one's spelled. Okay, so this key is not... Yeah, that one can just be trans. And that can be trans as well. Which has nothing to do with anything other than transparent, maybe. So now we should be able to hop down, hop, hop, hop like a bunny. That's not control, that's why. That is also not what I was going to do, but you know what? I don't own it. So struct tab state. There we go. That's better. There we are. We can implement default. Whoops, see. That's some pretty good spelling right there. Oh, nice. Okay. So when we reach our sub goal of like 9 million subs, we're just gonna tattoo Cat Peasant forever on our which arm? Yeah, on this arm. That one's already busy. Cat Peasant for life with the number 4 as well. Only 90 billion subs to go. Okay, so state.active set false. True. Eep. Oh yeah, we haven't decided about the state yet, right? Mierda. Tab state. Thank you. Yeah, sharper guy. Don't you think? It's dude on your back in old English letter. My back is already covered with ink, I'll have you know. Because of good life choices. My upper back is. Okay, so we can now do a for loop. That should suffice. And then we load the tab in here. And this is going to be a prototype. Snap. Hot name. I failed. Okay, so now it works because we actually have the thing we need. Although something is wrong. I think we ran into some kind of dirty infinite loop here. Yeah. And that would be because of me. But yeah, so we're looping. We're never incrementing the index. Yeah, we are. Huh. So we're not supposed to be in a loop then. I have to get a 6-pack first. Okay, so we are already failing at that. There we go. Okay, so I managed to stick myself in an infinite loop. How? How now, loop cow? We're not even ending up in here, are we? Let's figure it out, shall we? Yeah, this thing has to happen. But I think we do better than that. Thank you for the follow. All right, do we even get here? Yeah, we do. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna get stuck like a duck under a truck. Yeah, it is. No, it isn't. All right, don't seem too bad now. Except if I actually press the tab key. Yeah, let's do that, shall we? Let's find the mod events. Global. That's actually where we want to be. Okay. What is the current index? Should now be 1, 2, 4, and what are you? 0, 0, no, 5. Oh yeah. Oh, you idiot. Why? Yeah, of course. We're counting up. We'd have to wait a lot of frames and a lot of time to get there. If components.tab index is larger than or equal to components.length, then it's 0, right? Okay, that might be a little bit better. No, that is not good at all. Okay, tab index 0. What do you now? Oh yeah, now we never incremented. There we go. Now we should end up in here. Which puts us here and we break. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we need to know which component we have that is interested in like tab indexing. So can we do this through components themselves instead? This just seems so dumb to not, right? Well, to get the next one, we have to borrow the tree, yeah? Except this is gonna mean 2 lookups, which is a little bit rubbish. Right, there we go. Hang on, isn't this already a reference? Yeah, so why? I mean, okay, don't get fancy now. We could do this so next starts us off. We could do this so next will select the next one. So we try to grab it. No, we have to advance, right? We can't work from current. All right, maybe not scratch then. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, I'm gonna do some focus mode here now. If my shoulder doesn't kill me in the process. Okay. Calling next has to select the next one. We could have a specific one for current. This could do the work for us through here, but let's not. And what is it that we need to do? We need to get this out of the tree, but only so we can ask if it's something that's going to accept. But that kind of means double lookup though. Yes, this is only when you press the tab key, but it feels like I'm doing something dumb. It feels like we're doing this twice just to get the component and ask if the component is in fact the right one. So where does this widget ID come from? We have to get the component first. So that's going to be self.get. Okay, it's from here. I don't know what that is, so we'll do away with that. We're just gonna panic here while we're exploring. No. Why would you have to be immutable? Perform a given operation F on a reference to a value in the tree while still having mutable access. Why would we need mutable access to the tree though? I think I don't want that, but yeah, we have to check out. But we don't have to check this out. We can just borrow it because it's all immutable, right? I wrote this and I was dumb, and now we're gonna not be dumb. Okay. So this would be a simple get now. Maybe we can even index into this thing. And that's gonna be, forget you, tickety boo. Yeah. What a lunatic. Can't do that. But we can do that. Snap. Ooh, but then oh, really? Wait, not really. Huh? Oh, right. This certainly had some consequences, didn't it? This certainly had some consequences, didn't it? Okay. It did not. All right, so this is all runtime malarkey that I'm messing around with. Oh, widget mod. Huh? Why was this not an issue in the... Oh no, shit, we're in components. Egypt. Right. Okay, so we're gonna get this. And then here. This isn't right. That's an option of a unit. That's an option of a bool, and then component dot. We need like the focus thing. Accept focus any. See, I don't love this. Okay? Because this implies double lookups just to know that it does in fact accept focus. Maybe we should just search forwards and backwards then. But then we're kind of missing out on storing the previous value. So where do we take this then? Maybe we don't do it here. I mean, we just store the components and then we deal with the tab index elsewhere. I think that could work. Okay. Let me know if you want any help with it. With the settings. I would still recommend bashing the equalizer around a little bit to get like a little bit more punch in sound. Okay. This is doing my head in. We could just skip the tab index here. No, we need to store the tab index, but maybe that's what we do here. We don't actually have this thing mutate the tab index, right? So next and previous aren't really things. Instead, we are starting from here. That would be that. So we're just going to get the tab index, and then if the component, because things change, right, is not whoops, that was a picture. So we can bail if it doesn't accept focus. We're not going to try to defocus something. So if for whatever reason you change the accept focus flag based on something we have in here, right? Let's put that in here. So if anything happens where we no longer accept focus, for instance here, then tabbing back to this thing can't work. But in reality, we're not actually interested in tabbing back to the previous value. We're interested in tabbing in the other direction. So I don't know why I'm thinking about this too much, right? Okay, accept any focus. Then we're just going to continue. Because this would have been the previous value and it might no longer accept focus. So back tabbing isn't really about going forward, is it? Or tabbing and back tabbing, they're two different things. How did I manage to complicate this so monumentally? I think it's because of all the noise that we have to deal with here. Because there's so much going on here. That should be, we've already shrunk it, but it could be even smaller. And then here we need to check if we're going forward or backwards, right? So we need to check the direction here. We want tab and back tab. Everything else we're just going to return on. Can we not return here? Oh, we're going to return none. No, we're not. We're going to return some. And what is it that we're returning? The event. Yeah, we're going to bail with the event early on, right? So direction, we need to then track what the direction is. And if the direction is going forward, let's just chuck an enum in here for fun. Here we go. Now here we have to do a minus equal. However, that's not as straightforward because given a minus, we can end up subtracting with overflow pretty easily. So we have to do the check first, right? So if the index is larger than or equal to 1, then we subtract that, else we're gonna say that this thing is equal to components the length minus 1, right? Very clunky, and what's the term I'm looking for? Shit. And we're in a loop now. So we're gonna try to unfocus the current one if it accepts focus. Then we're gonna get to the next one. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move away from the current one after we've done the blur, right? Okay. So we're going to change the index here. And if we've come back to where we started, then we're done full circle. So we can't do anything. So we're going to get the component and we do the same check here. If it doesn't accept focus, then return. But in this case, we actually have to return something. This does not feel good. So true means break. This just seems so ropey, right? There's no way this is correct. Nah, it's not doing anything. Okay, then B6. And breakpoint time. Okay. So we're skipping over the first component now. That is also wrong. Wait, why was that? Why would that fail? Still wrong. we're calling any focus, but it doesn't seem to do anything because we return false here. This thing should now break. Okay, there you go. Looks like it's working, right? But the code is grisly as flip. It's grody cody. Not to mention... Oh yeah, no, that one is actually correct. All right. Okay, so once we've selected something, we cannot go back to it. Right, where did you go, Nanas, now? Oh, no, don't turn off. Runtime event 231. Subtract with overflow. Okay, well then, 231. Oh, right. Yeah, that should not be an equal sign there, should it? Or minus. Wait. Yes, that is correct. So this takes the first one. Now, when I go backwards, it should skip this one and go to there. And it does. And now I can't go anywhere because nothing can be tabbed again. Okay, so it's working, but it's just so bad. It's just so grody. And we are kind of defocusing something that shouldn't be defocused. Wait, what? How? How does that work? Why does that seem like it's working? Come on, T-Marks. The first thing we do is trying to untab the first value. Oh, right. Okay, I know why this looks like it's working. That's because we have a value. But we don't do... Okay, so this is why. We need to have an index date here. Okay, now this will be a problem. So we're gonna start off with some state change that's gonna have some very strange... Actually, we can just use the tab state for this thing. I feel like going for a walk, alright? I feel like I've been sitting down for too long. These days, man. I'm streaming too much. But I feel like this is just what's left to do, and then we're good. Then in our index ammo, we can put a border here. Oh man. Let's not use a bool value. Let's use a byte instead. I guess I could just have used the tab component for this thing as well, instead of index, so we can just use tab here. This isn't right. Hang on. Right. Whoops. My hearing just disappeared now. Why is this active? Because you put this in the wrong thing, didn't you? Yeah. See how that's wrong? It should activate the first one when we start, but maybe it shouldn't receive an active event though. But is the first one receiving events at all? If it is, then we're just gonna be done with it. Right. Yeah. That's fine. It works, right? I don't love it, but it works. Just like chat. Well, this thing looks kind of gross, though. This is sort of a hack, but it's working. So should we implement the global event handler, and then I can go clean this up off stream, and we can publish this thing, because this code looking gross has no impact on anyone building things with this. Oh yeah, we're not modifying that. I love chat. What are you on about? Me and chat like this. Oh, we have like a serious delay on the camera. Let me just restart that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There's no delay now. There we are. Much better. Yeah. Okay, now the delay is pretty bizarre. Okay. Ah! What is USB reset? What do you think it is? I don't know. It's just the thing I found on the floor one day. Okay. What are we going to do next then? The next is going to be the global event handling. How you doing, Charlie? How you doing, Charlie? Charlie, have you ever tried to mount your keyboard on like those little because my table is so high up. I was wondering if I could actually sit further back from my desk and mount the keyboard. Kind of like some kind of bend setup. Have you ever tried that? Did not personally. So I wonder what kind of mounting plate I need for this thing, because it's clearly not just a standard tripod screw. Who did? Did they like it, or did it turn out to be a bad idea for whatever reason? I just wonder how strong they have to be, because you're gonna like smack it with your hand. I mean, this is how I type. This is insanely gross code. They do like it. Well, I'm trying to sit straight now because I hurt my back earlier today. But my arms are slightly at an incline. And I'd have to put my shoulders up here. You can get clamps for your desk. I just wonder... I just wonder what clamps... I'm thinking like there's like these super clamps, but... keyboard. Mounted. This looks like it's gonna be some rubbish. Hello, Splendid. How you go? Yeah, this is actually, this could have worked too if this thing didn't look like it was made entirely of nonsense. This thing looks really, really weak. Ergonomic relief from strain. Yeah. English is your first language. It doesn't say what the material is, but I'm gonna guess that this is plastic and rubbish. Clamp on keyboard tray. No, but something that it looks similar to the Moonlander. I'm using the Digma DeFi. It has slightly less ergonomic issues for me than the Moonlander, but I do feel like my arms not being... I mean, I could cut the legs down on this table this much, but I feel like that's a drastic thing to do. I cannot see this thing being good. This just looks like weak plastic that's gonna flap around a lot. Digma. J-board. There we go. Oh my god, that looks even worse. This thing has to be the worst of the solutions. No, it's just called USB reset. Are you not finding it? What is the point of that if it's the same height? I was kind of hoping for individual mounts for the keyboard. There's no way this is gonna have any... They do have like a four hole mount underneath here. These 4 holes. So you definitely can mount them. I'm just wondering... Can we like get 1 clamp per... but why is this so bad? That all looked really bad. So I wonder what kind of mounting plate. Split keyboard mount desk, maybe desk mount plate. VESA. I don't know what VESA means in this context. I need this. Okay, we're done. This is what we're getting now. We're gonna I need this. Okay. Clearly I don't need that. But I don't think it's this. This would be a VESA mount, but they are way too large, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get the I'm most likely gonna get the what do we call them? Super clamp from maybe the Goldox super clamp. These ones, they can take 15 kilos. Although I don't know if this one, yeah, you can clearly attach it to the desk, right? But The problem is I don't want it to make the desk taller, right? I need it to go under the desk, so it needs to be something along the lines of this, but with that kind of goes underneath the desk, right? Plastic table and the wooden chair. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a really bad chair, and this table cost me nothing. Okay. Split keyboard chair mount solutions, but maybe chair mount is the right thing, right? Vesa standard? No, it's not Vesa standard. Are you asking about USB reset? Just go Arch USB reset, and you'll find it there, I'm sure. Okay, do they not have USB reset? Okay, USB utils. There you go. Maybe this. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. I honestly, I'm sorry. I thought it was called USB reset. All right, my bad. Shadowbiz nano mount. Okay, that's very bespoke for this keyboard. This video cannot be displayed. All right, that was Moonlander tripod mount. I remember the Moonlander had, but I don't remember if it was. Well, that just looks like it's flying then. Okay, maybe they do have 4. Oh, please show me the underside. Please. No. Wait, what? Oh, all right. Headphone. So that's going to be the middle. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to unpack the ergonomics of that. Oh, we don't get to see the bottom part of it. Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that. I mean, I could just ask them, right? But I was kind of hoping for some kind of parts information. So this is an interesting solution. That looks like a corn. Yeah, I mean, I just need to get it down about this much. It's not a lot. The tripod I use, I want to. Right. Okay. So they probably just use a regular camera mount screw. That's it. I'm gonna contact them and ask them about this. Nah, it's all good, Chad. It's all good. I could just look for. Mount plates. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have it there. Oh, okay. He literally types. He's on PyCon. That's great. All right. That's funny. That's funny. 4 M3 screw holes at the back of each side to allow for different attachment to be screwed into the keyboard. So far, we've only designed one. Magnets in his pockets? Oh my god, that's great. Ooh. Alright, hang on. Sometimes my browser does really dumb stuff. Alright, let's be German today. Okay. Alright. Doing alright, Lana. How you doing? But no one talks about the... Am I going to have to build this myself? Welcome, Raiders. How you doing? How's your stream? See? I told you. It's all good. I didn't tell you anything. I don't know how to interpret that, Charlie. Okay, it's all right. So, yeah, I was just looking at mounting options for my keyboard. So I could mount it to my desk, but a little bit lower, because right now my desk is too tall. I guess instead of doing that, I could just build a tallish platform on the floor to put the chair on, right? There's no way that's going to be a bad idea, right? Right? Oh, I see. Oh, nice one. You got one too. Yeah, I really like it, but I wanna be able to mount this thing. It has 4 screw holes here, so I want to be able to mount this thing like under my desk, so it's a little bit further down. Even if I have to sit further back, I don't mind, just so I can have a little bit of, you know. I could trim the the trimming the legs, desk legs is gonna be really easy though, right? You just put in the chop saw and you're done, right? That's not too bad, right? I could alternatively just swap my streaming setup, so I have all the lights and I set everything up on this table. Maybe that's what I do. I set everything up on this table, which is, you know, that I can raise and lower. Maybe that. So we're just facing this way when we're streaming, and we've got the light there and whatever, right? Maybe I should. I don't think a chair mount would be good. I hate armrests for the chairs. I threw the armrest for this one out. 3D printing is not an option. I also don't think the integrity of what your 3D print's gonna hold, right? I think that's gonna just break apart. The whole thing. It would just, I don't know, right? I'm not that violent when I'm typing, but I think it's gonna be a little bit rubbish. Okay, so we just wrote some really bad code, and I'm gonna make sure that you guys see the awful code. Here it is, right? This is a really awful code that we wrote here, right? Because we are doing things that are very, very similar, right? But we need to move on, so we're gonna come back and fix this thing. But before we do that, we are going to get ourselves checked for rabies. No, we're not. Nylon print, yeah, but I've seen Enrico's going through with his nylon print. Every day there's a new message in the keyboard channel where Enrico is complaining about the quality of the print, something's broken, or the fact that he has to wait 14 hours for the next half, right? So I'm thinking maybe not. Although you could, of course, just, you know, buy, you know, order a print. You know what, Rames? Good on us, right? Good on us for keeping the shit machines going, okay? We'll come back later and fix them, right? Okay, so the next thing to do is to add global event handling. Right now, we don't have the option to install a global event handler, and I'm thinking maybe we should have that, right? So this is the tab indices, right? We can tab around here, right? One means that the parent widget is selected, so we're just gonna tab around here. We can tab for days, tab, back tab, right? Tab in any direction you want, right? Not left or right, though. That doesn't work. But nevertheless, so what would be good is if we could do 2 things. One, fix the global event handling, and 2, where did the words go? What's the second thing? Oh yes, selecting widgets as an event, as a result from something else, right? So through the context, we could just say, select the next widget. The question is, since everything's gonna have to happen at the end of the frame, if I say, select widget 1, and then I say select widget 2 during the same frame, do I select 1 and then 2, or do I just skip 1 and select 2? And the reason this matters is if I say select 1, even if you're never going to see it, we would still trigger the event, the on focus event. I don't know if we should queue them up. That seems like an odd thing. Why would you do that? I don't know. How's it going, survival? Are you having a good day so far? What time is it? All right, never me mind. Oh, I do have to go and buy things at the hardware store tomorrow, so maybe I'll have a quick look, see if I can find anything. I'm good. I'm good. A little bit, you know, unhappy about the quality of the code, but I think we can fix this, right? So runtime dot set event handler, right? If we can have this, and then we just say struct event handler. Actually, we're just gonna call this thing handler, Bing, and we're gonna implement event handler for handler Bing. All right. And what is it that we need to handle? We need to handle key events and mouse events. Really, that's all we have to handle. But there isn't really anything we can do from here. Right? We're not going to get the same stuff that we get here. We could get the entire element tree. That could work. Ooh, no. No, come back later. Okay. There is no state, but there is key event. We get a mutable references. Blah, 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 blah. And what does the context allow us to do? That has a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Add Vim-like jump controls to interact with stuff if no explicit hotkey is present or in addition. I'm not sure I follow you. Ferret is free.
Run free, my ferrets, run!
Okay. We can't pass the context because we have no state. But we can pass an event context instead that contains what we need though, right? Maybe we can do that. We can definitely do that. And the same thing for the mouse. I don't think there's anything else that we need to throw in there. Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, so that means that we have to be able to set focus. Right? That's an interesting idea. I like it when you're serious sometimes. Sometimes. No state. Yes, elements. Context. Event context. But then you have to know which one you have unless we go through elements. But you can't go through elements for that. You're welcome sometimes. Very good. Right? So then when we set the event handler, we just do this. And we're done. So if you don't want to deal with global events, then you don't have to. But you have a global event handler available if you want. Maybe we don't even share elements. Maybe we share components instead. So this would be components. Although that seems incredibly sketchy. Like you can't do anything from here. I don't know what we're gonna share here. Could we share elements? I mean, we could introduce components in here as well. But then I have to rewrite this thing. All right. What do we do from here, I say? I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, you did do the queue. But the queue of events doesn't make sense in my head. If you have like selected, you do have to trigger them if you have them. But if you do have them, to me, they don't make any sense. But maybe they do, right? Oh yeah, this is totally Lua, right? This is the famous Lua tree. I just assume people are pulling my leg when they say these things, right? What language is this? You look like you write a lot of JavaScript. You look like you have friends and touch grass. Anyway. See, and that's fine. It's growing from the Lua seed. Okay. I think I'm done. Like, my brain isn't working. My brain isn't working. My oldness is being old. We're gonna bail on you guys now. Nah, well, yes, but I am not D3. Do you want to stream, D3? Do you want to hop on and take over? No one else I am following. Mulroy, there you go. Although he's doing Svelte and TypeScript. We'll keep him in mind if no one else is doing anything. No streaming for you. He's about to go offline. Don't go offline, Mulroy. Sort yourself out. Blaze. So Tim raided us yesterday. We could raid Tim back. How long, Londo? I can entertain the masses for a little bit. How long do you think you'll be? I'm just scrolling through here. Some of this is not legible to me. Okay, Dev Girl is doing Rust and front end. 3 hours. Yeah, no, I think I'm too dead for that, but I'll probably come and hang out. Oh, Prime has started. No, AI Doom. Okay, no, I don't care about that. All right. Let's raid Dev Girl. Let's make sure they don't have like followers only chat or some BS like that, right? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll be back. I might be back tomorrow, right? I don't know. I don't know, right? We'll see what happens. Oh shit. It says English. This isn't English. All right, in for a penny. Bye.